Hiya, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and I have a fun coffee-themed card to share with you. And I have a couple stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. I have the Joyous Cup and the Coffee Beans stencils. I will link everything in the video description box below, and I do also have a coupon, AmyFan10. So if you shop for any stencils, be sure to save some loot with my coupon code. Now here's a photo of the finished card to show you the direction that we're headed, but it was really simple, just some very simple ink blending directly on a card base. It's 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, so that's US A2 size, and I am working on accent opaque 120-pound cardstock. Now I do decide to kind of kick this off to the side of the composition, and I do want to mask off the edge of the stencil so I don't get ink where I don't want it on my card base. So I'm using some 2-inch foam tape here just to kind of mask that off, and it also kind of helps hold it down, though I do have magnets on this magnetic craft mat. So I'm just using some coffee colors from my mini ink pads from Catherine Pooler just to create this kind of flourish of I don't know, coffee steam I'm assuming, but it's coffee colored because it's coffee steam, and it's just really pretty. So I'm going with a smattering of browns, lighter handed in spots, heavier handed in others, and I did mask off the coffee cup because I do want that to be a different bright pop of color on the design. So I'm going to remove this little piece here and try and put this down, but it was so wet at this point that this piece was not having it. I had to grab a whole new piece just to kind of mask that off. But basically I want this to be a really pretty purple color just to kind of add an unexpected element to the design. So I have Flirty Fuchsia, which is my favorite color, and I'm going to ink blend this kind of again with a little bit of a natural highlight. So if you have something round and you go darker on the edges and leave it lighter in the center, then it automatically gives you the illusion of something being rounded. So you can see how it's kind of light in the center. Now I do have this really cool die from Picket Fence Studios. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it in the video description box below. But I decided first to kind of add a little design element onto the inside of the card. So this is a really quick way to kind of tie in a design to an unexpected element on the inside of the card. And I'm not even holding it down with the magnets because I'm just kind of willy-nilly putting a little smattering of coffee beans on the inside. Now I'm using my scrap folder, and I'm grabbing a piece of brown colored cardstock that I'm going to use to cut out this strip die, and it says "Coffee is the answer." Now they have a whole line of these at Picket Fence Studios. Is that what it's called? Picket Fence Studios? Anyway, I have quite a few of these, and I love that even though the words are really fiddly and tiny, they're always kind of ensconced on this strip that just makes it so easy to attach it to your card. So I ran it through my die cutting machine off screen. I didn't even need a metal shim, if you can believe it, but these little letters are so delicate and fiddly. So I'm going to poke out the little innards with my Judy tool. Sadly, no, she does not sell these. I get asked all the time. My friend Judy in Arizona made these, and she does not sell them, but they are so cool, and I absolutely love having it, and it reminds me of her every time I play with it. So anyway, I have some micro dots here. That's what I'm going to use because I don't even want to deal with the frustration of liquid glue oozing out from behind those little teeny tiny letters. So I'm just going to kind of put it down a couple times just to make sure I have even glue dots all over everything. I will link the micro dots as well in the video description box. Those I get from Amazon, but you can see there's good coverage all over that. And then I'm just going to place it over the front of the card. I wasn't really thinking. As soon as I started ink blending, I realized like, ooh, this is kind of a long strip. Maybe I should have done it horizontal, but it was too late. So I stuck with it, and thankfully it did fit across the front of the card, even though it did have a vertical orientation. So I'm just going to press this down, even use the little sheet just to kind of brayer it down, make sure it's nice and stuck. And then I'll just have to kind of trim off the excess off the sides of the card, which gives me a little bit of anxiety because I often cut into the card. So this right here, I'm holding my breath, lining up the scissors with the edge of the card just to kind of set myself up for success. Thankfully, I didn't cut into the card base, but it's been known to happen. And I kind of had this random blingage. I don't know what it's from, but it's a bunch of brown kind of circles and cool squares and things like that. So I just put some of those across the front of the card with some liquid glue and my jewel picker tool. And that's going to finish the design. So, oh, actually, I did remember one other element that I wanted to bring into the mix. So I got all done, and I'm about to show it to you, and then I realized, like, oh, wait, I wanted to do highlights on the cup. The cup needs highlights. So sometimes I'll even do like little polka dots or little designs, but I decided to just stick with a highlight. So have a white gel pen. It works great over inks, over Copics, and it really adds a lot to your design. So added those little bits, gave it the illusion of having some shine, and that's going to finish the card. So thanks for spending time with me today. I'll catch you next time. Bye.